She plays a dangerous assassin in John Wick, Not Him to Die, Greyman, AI Ghosted, and now Ana de Armas will be starring in Ballerina, a John Wick spin-off intended to expand the world even further. She has been training for this kind of film her entire career. That is why most believe she will knock this role out of the park. Social media has been ruthless to her. The kind of jokes aimed at her is disgusting and unwarranted. They claim it's She-Hulk, She-Thor, She-Bond, and now She-Wick all over again. Everyone can see where the film is heading, in a very positive direction. This movie will make so much money and prove doubters wrong. If women from across the world mobilize themselves, like they did for Barbie, then this film will make $1 billion in a matter of days. If something like that were to ever happen, then horses will fly, flying carpets will not be in the realm of impossibility, and world peace could finally be achieved. It is general knowledge that action flicks are genres that have massive appeal to men in particular. All studios will want to replicate the success of the Hunger Games franchise, a female-led action film that is capable of bringing all genders and ages in the theaters. Even in this divisive climate, the franchise is still held in high regard. If this movie falls beyond expectations, then Paramount will learn from their mistakes and do the same thing all over again. The studio has done everything in its power to try and expand the John Wick lore. They've made shows that were soon forgotten, uninteresting games, more spin-off movies, but nothing has worked. Paramount has clearly not given up, leading to the creation of Ballerina, a John Wick spin-off taking place between John Wick Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. Paramount has gone all out promoting the movie. John Wick himself was paid a bunch load of money to star and be a major part in the marketing of the film. The Ballerina stars Ana de Armas playing Eve, a ballerina who is beginning to train in the assassin's tradition of Raska Roma. The trailer follows a young girl with blood all over her body. In a police post, clearly something happened that will scar her for the rest of her life. Winston, a man from past John Wick movies, wants to help the young girl recover whatever she has lost. Since Winston is a powerful man, he's able to leave the police station with an underage girl without any questions being asked. What young Eve does not know is that her life is about to change forever for the worst. She, as well as other children, are about to be trained extensively to become warriors of the company. The company is successful in molding her into a serial killer with no compassion. She travels all around the world committing murders on behalf of the company. Everything is peachy until Eve realizes that the company was the main reason behind her father's death. This leads to an adventure of finding who is responsible and making them pay. This concept is new, unique, and has never been explored in all action films in Hollywood. The fights look believable. The choreography of the fights will make or break the film. Location sets are different from the ones in John Wick. In short, the movie has a lot going for it. There is no way this film can possibly flop. There is literally no way. The audience for this kind of film will have to be pro-women, male conservatives, murderers, hardcore John Wick fans, paid critics, psychopaths wannabe, girlfriends angry at their boyfriends, beauty aficionados, Ana de Armas followers, admirers of Lance Derrick's career, Paramount shareholders, women soldiers, Ballerina supporters, people that love boring movies, broke followers, African citizens, fans that get a kick out of women beating men, fans that watched the last installment of John Wick, anyone that has ever met Keanu Reeves, and last of them will have to be lonely people with no physical contact with anyone. Audiences that are likely to hate or not watch the film altogether will have to be plus-size influencers, sexist fans, romantic comedy fans, girls that think they're beautiful than Ana de Armas, MCU haters, fans that cannot afford to buy popcorns or drinks, action scene skeptics, fault finders, or movie disapprovers. All this data is 100% fact, with no margin of error. All the research has been done by the assist of Google alone, the most reliable search engine in all of the internet. The producers should watch this specific video and adjust their trailers accordingly. There are certain ways that the producers can end the show. First, John Wick should barely be in the movie. Since John Wick is the brand of the franchise, Eve may be overshadowed. This should be her story, her plot, her villain, her movie. If this movie bombs, it should be her fault, not John Wick. She's a relatively new character introduced. She ought to be given more time to resonate with doubters of the film. Second, there needs to be less pointless expositions, since it is just boring. John Wick was given grace by majority of the movie-going audience. that may not apply to this kind of film. Third, the villain needs to be fully fleshed into a character that most fans can relate. John Wick struggled in that department in the last two entries. The first introduction will always be the last introduction. How the movie introduces its villain, plot, character, and most especially its first entry is how the audience will perceive the Rufati going forward. Few movies have ever been given a chance after a disappointing first entry. That Eve needs to have weaknesses, difficulties, or flaws she's struggling to overcome. Audiences will always resonate with flawed characters who are imperfect compared to characters that are great in everything they do. The trailer features a series of themes which encompasses the entire movie. The theme of betrayal will be its main theme. The journey of Eve finding out she has been betrayed all her life with the company she thought had her back. Theme of redemption also may be one of those sensitive themes. Eve has done a lot of horrible things, hurt and unalived innocent lives. The question she battles is if her soul can possibly be redeemed. Theme of loneliness is another one. She has been alone most of her life since the death of her father. Is it possible to find anyone she could trust in this dangerous world? Worth, can she ever tell her daughter or son the things she did? Or a psychiatrist, who can she even trust with the truth? If the writers execute the themes accurately, then this movie may not bomb at the box office. This film is also filled with practical sets. That is why it looks so beautiful with detail. Actual people were given jobs to design sets instead of CGI technology to save on cost. This may prove to be a good thing since John Wick movie sets are important in examining the mood, habits, and interest of the main leads.